So agencies and clients are going to see a lot of operational complexities around advanced advertising. In the world of advanced advertising, we all talk about the opportunities that are going to present itself, but a lot of the conversation is not really happening around the operational side and the complexities that advanced advertising will bring. So things like standardization and automation and backend workflows are going to be something people are going to start thinking about. And also from the creative side of the piece as well is how do we speak to our audience as well? Because in the world of advanced advertising, everybody's talking about carving up those audiences, and a lot of the work and a lot of the intelligence has been done around understanding where those audiences exist. But I think the goal and the complexities are going to be that how do we start speaking to them? And that's going to kind of start to rely on the complexities and standardizing, getting the right creative in front of the right audiences, and then starting to personalize that message and understanding, are we using the right creative to speak to those advanced advertising audiences?
And there are solutions that can help to solve some of these challenges. What kinds of solutions, do you think agencies are going to have to take advantage of if they're really going to exploit the full potential of advanced advertising for their clients?
Yeah, so I think there's a few types of solutions that exist today. At Comcast Technology Solutions, we have a few platforms that actually help organize and operationalize the creative management piece. And that is looking at your entire activated media schedule across multiple screens. So we call that omni-channel. And then understanding, placing the right creative associated to those media placements, and then taking a deeper dive on those creatives and then starting to understand what exactly lives in those creatives. So the metadata behind the creatives, understanding exactly, not only is it a car brand, but what car mark is it? Is it a pickup truck versus a sedan? Is it in a cityscape versus a mountainscape? Is it blue versus red? Are there a family versus a single person there? And then you can start to really deep dive and connect with the contextual targeting that advanced advertising can bring, and layer in what we're calling creative AI. So it's understanding all of the information in the creative and then pairing that with the right program across the right audiences.
And it's not just about technology, is it? I guess I've also heard you speak in the past about the importance of partnerships. But why is collaboration so important on top of technology or side by side with technology?
Yeah, I think the collaboration is going to be 100% super important in order to drive the innovation of advanced advertising. I think today there's no what we like to call the silver bullet, right? So we think we solve for 80% of the solution, but that 20% is going to need to be filled in through partnerships. And I think we're going to have to be able to have partnerships start to speak to each other and be more interoperable. So then that 20% can then start to enhance the 80% that everybody brings to the table. And I think what partnerships are going to allow to happen is to drive the innovation faster, because you're going to start to see more of a build versus a tear apart. And I like to kind of think about it as partnerships will kind of take us out of that stuck in the mud where it's too complicated, there's too much of a lift, right? I can't tear it up and rebuild, but what you can do is you can start to innovate and you can start to partner. And if those partnerships can drive innovation, they could drive automation, they could drive standardization, and you can start to communicate with each other. I think all kind of boats lift, right? So all ships rise if you have the right partnerships in place, and you can round out a solution to get that end-to-end and ROI on advanced advertising.
And Kevin, one final quick question. Are there any examples of partnerships which you think really illustrate what you're talking about?
Yeah, so we just completed the Mediation event at CES, and that's a partnership that we think is going to be very important to the work that we're doing on the creative side of the business. So we're working with Mediation around the activation of media, and then our platform allows you then to start to strategically and more intelligently place the right creatives associated with those media placements. And then we also partner on the digital side with Flash Talking, who's a media ocean company now. And what we work with them on expanding into the digital world and utilizing the data feed that comes back from Flash Talking into our platform to then enhance some of the other platforms and other screens that we're associating creatives to. And then to have the digital drive linear start to drive digital, and to really understand the performance and the creative usage. And again, it's placing that right creative against the right audiences, and really taking advantage and start speaking to those audiences and start to drive home the contextual element of the creatives and the content itself.